gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Riding with Jonathan. I am your host, Jonathan Larsen, and today I am with Jeana from Lend a Hand Up.
Yes.
And you can tell them your last name because I don't want to butcher it.
Peinovich.
Peinovich. All right, so that's who I'm with, and we are in West Fargo. This is still on the North Dakota Tour, part of it. So we're up here visiting some people. So Jeana, why don't you tell me a little bit about what you do, who you are, and
Okay.
we'll go from there.
So I am the Lend a Hand Up director,
Okay.
and Lend a Hand Up is a nonprofit. It's a subsidiary nonprofit under Dakota Medical Foundation. And as the director, I oversee all things Lend a Hand Up. Our goal is to raise financial help for families who are going through a tough time financially because of a health issue, trauma, or the recent loss of a loved one.
Okay.
We want to make the most of people's time and gifts to help their neighbors.
Perfect. So how long have you been with them?
I've been with Dakota Medical Foundation since 2003, and we started Lend a Hand Up in 2008. So I've served as director since the program was launched in 2008. So it's been really exciting to see this go as a brand new whiteboard project, something new.
Okay.
In 2 counties to now in 7 counties.
Oh, wow.
9 counties hopefully in a couple of weeks. And just to see the program grow and to see that support provided for families, you know, who truly need our help.
Yes. Okay. So what does let's say I came to you, or so a person came to you, what does it look like? What does your organization do for them per se, from their point of view?
And as a person, if you're struggling yourself, you can come to us to host that fundraiser. But what we have found to be the best way to host a fundraiser is to be that champion for that friend, that coworker, that family member, because, you know, it's hard to ask for help for yourself.
Yeah.
So if you, let's just say your coworker all of a sudden is diagnosed with cancer or in an accident, and times are tough, finances are high, generally the same time there's a loss of income.
Yeah.
Because if anybody in the family's hurting, that means the whole family's hurting. And so maybe you decide to contact Lend a Hand Up and say, I want to host a fundraiser for my buddy, you know, who could use some help. You would let us know who you are, what you want to do, why. We would need to get the consent of that family because we're not going to put their picture everywhere, you know, and try to promote the fundraiser without their consent.
Yep.
We would launch the fundraiser on our crowdfunding site. And what's unique about Lend a Hand Up is that not only do 100% of the funds go to the family, but we boost them another 20%.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
literally it's like a 20% match. We call it the Lend a Hand Up boost. So people's gifts go further to help that family member.
All right. And then how do you guys raise the money?
Yeah,
then?
great question. A lot of people think I just go out in the tree and pick up, you know, money off the tree, which would be really nice.
Yeah,
if
if
it
we
worked
could
that way.
stop by there on the way on this route, that'd be really good too.
But no, we raise it through people supporting the program itself. So on Giving Hearts Day at year end, we have lots of fundraisers.
Okay.
When people give to Lend a Hand Up as a program, now that's a charitable gift, we put it in our boost bucket. And then as people host fundraisers and support those fundraisers for families, that's where those funds go. So 100% of everything we raise goes to families. And what I really like about it is the community's deciding. Because the more you support a particular fundraiser, the more we're going to add that 20% boost up.
Oh, sure.
So it's really community driven all the way through, from the support of the program to the support of those families. We support at that 20% boost up to $5,000 per fundraiser.
Wow, okay.
And then we provide a lot of planning and promotional resources. We have TV ads, radio ads, billboards. You know, we do all kinds of things because most people who are hosting a fundraiser for their friend don't have tremendous resources to advertise. And so that's another way we can help, is saying, hey, community members, here's your neighbor who's hurting. Here's a little bit about their story. Why not help them, knowing all of your gifts go to them and get an extra 20%?
Oh, for sure. I think they're videoing me. Maybe not, but all right. So that's how it is a little bit different. You just don't give people money, but you help facilitate. So it'd be like, what are those sites that you can go, that everybody does?
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. It's kind of like that, except way bigger, way better, and more involved for the fact that you get involved in it and you really help out with it. So
love what you said, because that's why we're a hand up. We're not a handout. We're not giving out money. We're a hand up because we're raising up other people's generosity. And now that you mentioned one of those other sites, one of those other platforms, I like to say we're GoFundMe in reverse, because a lot of people are not aware that when they make a gift through GoFundMe, they add on fees and they tip themselves. Their default, I went on there yesterday, it's interesting, their default tip for themselves is anywhere from 12 to 20%. I am not sure how they select their percentage, but as of yesterday it was 13.5%. So when you go in there, you know, that's pretty hefty when you think of the millions of dollars that they're raising for families. You know, they're really profiting. So that's why we do the opposite. When we help a family fundraiser, we get zero. We're not taking any part of that cut, and instead we're increasing the generosity 20%. So your gift can make anywhere from a 30 to 40% difference with us to help your friend versus a GoFundMe. So we're a GoFundMe in reverse. We add to the proceeds versus take away from them.
Yeah, and I understand they got to make some money, but some of these sites, they make a lot of money. I mean, they really do. You know, it's for the convenience for people just to be able to give, obviously. So with this one, you know what you're getting, you know what you're giving, you know what's going to happen. I don't know where I'm going. I didn't go straight last time. I'm going to go straight and see what it is.
That looks good. It's a beautiful neighborhood.
It's a very nice neighborhood. We kind of like cruised around different parts of it in another episode, and yeah, it's just interesting. Like that garage. Yeah, the mailbox, but that garage must be for their community, like mowing or a pool room. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of, they all have them. But so anyway, so you've been doing this. How many people would you say you help a year then? It just depend, or?
In the early days, around 50.
Okay.
This year we will help over 100.
Wow. Okay.
And so it's a lot of funding going out. You know, Jonathan, we also give what we call welcome boosts to families, to new fundraisers, because sometimes it takes a little while to get that fundraiser going. You want to provide some cash up front for transportation, access to care, groceries, all kinds of things. Since we started in 2008, through our website and our 20% boost, we've raised $27 million for over 900 families.
Wow.
So we raise a couple million a year on the average for those families.
That's incredible. I mean, that's a great thing.
Good luck.
Yeah. This is a nice neighborhood, but if you're seeing it on the cameras, they all have sump pumps being pushed out into the street. So that tells me there's a little bit of a water issue here. So we were, in another episode, we were pretending we were house hunters.
Oh.
And so just we're beautiful lawns, great houses, but you want to watch about that the water in the basement.
And you're right, there are no mailboxes out front.
Nope. This is pretty much a gated, almost a gated community, I would almost say. And we're just kind of driving around it and checking it out. But so you've helped that many people, you get the funding, and what else? And is there any stipulation or requirement to be accepted into your program?
Great question. So residency, you need to live within the service area.
Okay.
And our counties, the number of counties we serve keeps growing. And that's because the amount of support we're getting for the program is really increasing. I think the more you help a family or a friend of a family, and they see, wow, this program really does what it says, then they want to help the next person. And so the majority of our donors have actually been families and friends that we've served.
Okay.
But we are getting more and more business support. And that makes sense because businesses can't generally donate to an individual through the business.
Oh, that's true.
It's really individuals helping individuals. And so it is a way for businesses to support the program, which then supports their neighbors. So we hope to continue growing, and in terms of criteria, so you need to live in the service area, you need to have a couple of good champions that live outside of the family, because otherwise you're really just asking for your own support. and just have a plan. What do you want to do? Do you want to host an online fundraiser? I would say about 40% actually host an in-person event of some time in addition to that online crowdfunding fundraiser. A lot of people host, those traditional pancake and spaghetti feeds.
Oh, sure.
We have people run, pledge, receive pledges for running for a family. We've had everything, bowling events, quilting events.
So they can almost come up with their own thing. You just
Yes.
help with promoting it and getting it off the ground, and then you'll match up to 20%, up to $5,000 of that.
Of what's raised online.
Of
And
what's
so
online,
we
okay.
provide an online auction site.
Okay.
That's free of charge.
Okay,
Most
wow.
online auction sites are paying for that. We pay
Absolutely.
for that every text. Our goal is to make the most of people's time and gifts. And when you host a benefit, that takes a lot of volunteer time. You're
Absolutely.
securing volunteers, food, auction items. And so when we can increase the value of that person's time and everybody who donates, that's when we really are rallying help for our neighbors. And so neighbors helping neighbors in whatever capacity. But yeah, I love it because some people want to host that event at their church. They want a nice pancake feed. They want it to have a spiritual touch. And other people want a full-blown party,
Yep.
with a band and music and some adult beverages. So we let those individuals hosting those events decide what is something their friends and family are most likely to support.
That's awesome. We just totally went around in a circle. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm just so lost in this neighborhood that we're just driving in a circle, and all these construction workers are like, "What are you doing?" But that's great that you do that you have that, because I've never heard of anything like this. Like I mentioned, I said the other one, which is just more popular, but it's nationally recognized, but also it's going to take some of your money from you. So what do you see like the need? Do you see it growing? I mean, if you're doing 100 this year, is it something that you're like, hey, we could take this to 200, or where are you at with that?
We're hoping to expand to the entire state of North Dakota
Okay.
and northwestern Minnesota. It takes a lot of funding.
Yeah.
It also takes time to build awareness. Other sites, when they're national, they have the name. So people think if somebody's hurting, they flip that switch to another crowdfunding site.
Oh, okay, sure.
And then once they use Lend a Hand Up, we have lots of repeat customers that will say, don't do that, go with Lend a Hand Up. They also know that we're transparent. So if you're one of those champions for your friend, you're going to get a notification with every donation that comes through. So you see the amount that's donated, it goes into the bank fund of that family. People like that. People like knowing who to thank. You can donate anonymously.
Okay.
But I think that transparency builds trust. And so as we build more and more trust among the people that we work with to host these fundraisers, they come back and then help the next person. And so the growth, when you move into a new county area, it takes a little time to build the awareness.
Oh, sure. You just need a couple good cases, and then that will spread. I mean, that way. But I understand that you get tough. So, how long? I think I asked this. How long have you been in these counties for this project?
So 18 years.
18 years. Okay. And then now you guys are saying, hey, we think we can expand this. We have it down well enough that we can start expanding it and try to get to the whole state.
We learned a lot during COVID, unfortunately.
A lot of people did.
We used to be more benefit driven. Used to, help people that hosted a benefit. We love that, people coming together, because there's nothing like being there in person.
Absolutely,
to hug and thank. But when you couldn't do that during COVID and people had these auction items and their fundraiser was canceled again and again, that's when we decided, let's build an auction platform so that people could host those auctions online and we could have a safe way of still helping people. And so now that people can host in-person benefits and use an online auction tool with or without the benefit, we have lots of tools, more expansive tools, and we've learned that more and more people are now comfortable donating online.
Okay, sure. Yeah, COVID was a big deal, but a lot of people did great things because of it. A lot of people that I've talked to got out of their comfort zone and had to really expand or to do change something, and it really enhanced what they were doing or the benefits.
Right.
Like in your case, it really, it's making a difference where you might not have done this if it weren't for COVID. I mean, it was kind of a negative time, but it depends how you look at it. I mean, if you look at all the good that came about it, like it forced a lot of people just to step up and be like, no, we got to do something different.
Got to pivot and do it differently, right?
Exactly.
You know, and Jonathan, I have to give a shout out too to Dakota Medical Foundation, because when we started Lend a Hand Up, we also started Giving Hearts Day, which is now statewide in North Dakota and parts of northwestern Minnesota. So we hope to have the same service area. But I was able to be on the creative team that developed not only Lend a Hand Up, but Giving Hearts Day. That was a little brainstorm I had, and I took it to our foundation president, who immediately loved it.
Yeah.
And they're parallel. So when people think of Giving Hearts Day, they think of their gift increasing in value to help a charity. And with Lend a Hand Up, it's that same concept. Their gift increases in value to help a family. So, you know, great to work for an organization that, you know, encourages creative thinking, new ideas, and then brings them to life and puts a lot of support, resources, people, funding, talent behind those programs. And I think about how they've both grown. It's pretty exciting to work for an organization like that every day. Again, creativity and new ways of doing things is encouraged.
Well, because everything changes. You know, you kind of got to move with the times, and it's those organizations or companies that don't want to evolve, or they want to do it the way they've always done it. You know, a lot of people are like, but we've always done it this way. I'm going to pull into this park area for our rapid questions section. I was looking for some shade, and in this new neighborhood, there's really not a lot of shade.
One tree here.
One tree that I'm going to be like, I'm just going to stop right here because it gets pretty warm when we're not moving around.
All right.
So this is a new section called Rapid Questions, and we're at one of those fancy mailboxes that everybody's getting their mail. So I'm going to ask you a question, and then you're going to answer it fast or slow or however you deem fit. Okay?
All right.
First one, is your bed made right now?
Yes.
Okay. What was the best decision of your career?
Probably changing from an organization. I worked at a healthcare organization, large, that I really enjoyed, but I made the move to Dakota Medical Foundation back in 2003, and that was a good move. It
was good for you. Okay. What is your coffee order?
Just black coffee. Sometimes a little cream. Right now, a little pumpkin cream is delicious.
Well, it's that time of year. Do you have a Starbucks name or a name that you leave when people ask you your name?
I don't. I think just plain old coffee is fine.
Yep. Okay. Favorite movie?
It's complicated.
That's the movie? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's you did it quicker than most people come up with it, or they come up with like 2 or 3. So it's complicated. All right. Karaoke song.
Ooh. Karaoke. I don't karaoke.
But if you had to sing one, you don't have to do it, but if you were to sing one, what would you think that would be?
Dashboard by the... What is that song again? I Love You Forever.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know.
Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. That's probably
there you go.
One.
All right, that you would sing.
Or
potentially.
Grease, one of the Grease songs.
Oh, very good. What was your favorite album in high school?
Well, I was a nerdy kid. I was a theater kid, so I tended to listen to like musicals, like South Pacific.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wash That Man Out of My Hair.
Yeah, that's a good one. I watched that as a child. First job.
Box office theater girl.
Okay.
2 for the theater, please, and then you knew who was dating who in your hometown.
Oh, I imagine, yeah. Then you could just see who was out with who. Okay, morning person or night owl?
I would say night owl, still a night owl. Although the little older I get, you know.
Less of the night owl, but not still a morning person.
Correct.
That's kind of where I'm at, too. Favorite type of work bag or purse? So do you carry a bag?
I carry a big work bag. It's heavy because I have everything in there because you never know what you're going to need. I think I'm ready for truth or consequences.
Okay. Well, you just never know. What's your favorite meal?
Favorite meal? Probably cheese and crackers with a nice glass of wine.
Okay. What is your most irrational fear?
Rational fear. Loneliness.
Loneliness. Okay. That's a good one. Let's see. What's in your trunk right now? Or in the back of your car?
Golf clubs.
Okay. And favorite month?
February. Valentine's Day, Giving Hearts Day, my husband and I's birthdays.
Perfect. Wow, you get a lot going on in that month. Do you guys lump them together, or do you have to keep them separate?
Keep them separate. I want my gift on my day.
Yeah, I know. We didn't get married in February because my wife was like, no, it's Valentine's Day and my birthday.
Yes.
And I don't want my anniversary and all of it to get lumped together. And I said, oh, it won't happen. And she knew it would. So we got married earlier in December. So what is the one thing you wish you enjoyed more?
Wish I enjoyed more?
Yeah, that you do, but you wished you enjoyed it more or doing more of it.
Probably cooking. We go out to eat a lot. I work late, and I like going out and having the freedom of having somebody else do the work for a while and preparing food because I'm pretty adventurous in what I like to eat.
Okay.
But I wish I liked cooking because it would probably be better for us and definitely less expensive.
It would be, but it is a labor of love. I mean, it's a question my wife always asks is, what do you guys want for supper? And we're like, I don't know. We're not much help. And it's a lot of work. And so you're right. It's probably easier. And let's see. What shoe do you put on first?
Wow. I've never thought about that. I think right foot.
All right. Yeah. That's a question I ask all the time, but nobody else asks it. Nobody else thinks about it. But when you do think about it, most people can come up with what they think.
Now I'm going to think about that every time I do that.
Yeah, I know. I just ruined it for everybody.
And everybody should brush their teeth with the opposite hand every now and then and park at a different spot. Supposedly that creates all kinds of new brain neurons.
I'm going to try that. Brushing the teeth would be a weird.
Yeah.
It'd be tough. All right, that was rapid questions. That wasn't so bad.
No. I thought you were going to ask me trivia.
No. This is all stuff you should know or you can make up and we don't know. And the bus started again, and so that's a good thing.
I've lived in Fargo since 1984.
Okay.
Great community. West Fargo and Moorhead attached. Raised all three of our girls here.
Okay.
Married all three girls here, and it's a great community.
I like it up here. It's kind of like Sioux Falls where I'm from. It's kind of like the same, kind of small, but not. It's big enough. It's got everything you would want.
We were in Sioux Falls just a few weeks ago for a wedding. Fabulous downtown there.
Oh, yeah.
We went early, a couple days early, so we could just enjoy it, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's
great food. The outdoor concert series.
The Levitt.
Yes. Just a lot to do.
And they're adding on to that. It's just really growing. The big vision, a lot of great support for downtown. It's just really changed over the years, and hopefully a lot more downtown areas are being revitalized because of that. Because you just got that charm of walking around and doing stuff, and everybody likes it, so very good. Is there anything else you want to add that we didn't cover, that I didn't cover, that you'd like to add?
I would just add that if somebody has questions about whether or not Lend a Hand Up is in their service area, or could use some input, somebody to listen to some ideas, to contact me. I still like to answer questions on the phone as well as email. And I just think we live in an area where people are kind and generous. I meet people at their most vulnerable times. That's really hard when you meet somebody who's down and out. But I will say they inspire us, because you know what, Jonathan, when you're with somebody who is not sure what the next day will bring, or even if they'll be able to enjoy it, they see things differently, they appreciate things, and I think that makes us all better people when we value the friendships we have, the jobs we have. We helped a family a few weeks ago that had a little baby that was born without 3 of their 4 limbs. And you think about the life that child is going to have, but the family just inspired me. What they said is, you go from why us to why not us. We have a large family network. We have a community that's going to support us. Yeah. And so
we just went by and waved at that lady's husband, and now she's out there.
Need to be friendly to the whole family.
I know. Well, we gotta find our way out of here, but
But yeah, so
Yeah.
just enjoy each and every day, every conversation, and when you have that friend that is hurting, don't just talk about doing something, you know, initiate something. And with Lend a Hand Up, we're going to make it a little easier for you, we're going to help you, and we're going to make the gifts go further. So that's what I would encourage people to do, is do something.
All right, and we'll have your information in the description below as well, so they can contact you and to find out more. They go to your website and do that. So, Jeana, thank you very much. It's been awesome getting to hear more about this and to get to know you better. So, thank you for being on our show.
Thanks. I got to be in the edge of my seat in this vehicle, so it was fun.
Literally at the edge of your seat. It's like right there. So, all right, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thanks.
Bye.